Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Carter and Rob with you, joined today by Dave Scott.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So Dave was like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, well, we're going to open up a fresh crack, and it's something pretty good. And he's like, on my way.
Yeah, I'm always there when somebody's opening their own whiskey. So
When they're opening their fresh crack.
that's right. Of something good.
You know what? And you guys even coordinated the same shirt today.
We knew. I knew it was going to be a wild turkey fresh crack. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. A
This
fresh.
is not by design.
No.
Oh, you're wearing a turkey shirt too.
I am, and I'm glad that they don't see our shorts because we have similar short colors, so we're really matchy.
And we have the food, wine, and whiskey hats on. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
enough about our attire. Let's jump into a bottle.
All right, so we're gonna jump into a dusty bottle that I acquired. 1855 Reserve Wild Turkey from 1994.
So what is this?
I think this was an international only release.
Japan only.
Japan only.
Rare
and,
breed.
Essentially rare breed. So
It is rare breed.
It's like, I think it's got 6, 8, and 10 year stuff in it, maybe?
It could have a little bit older than that, but
Maybe so. It's dark. It's super dark. And Rob was in Japan at the time, so he probably could
not in '94, a couple years prior.
Well, they released this in '92 for the
That
first
started
time.
in '92, yeah.
So maybe you could have gotten a bottle,
I mean,
but
I have several.
So that is a verified rare breed. It's
Oh, yeah.
Just named differently for.
Because it's a Japanese release.
Japanese release only, or international, or was it in any other country? I don't even know. But
I think it's just Japan, but I might be wrong on that.
oh, I'm totally gonna struggle opening this. You guys are in for a treat.
Make sure you use your teeth.
Yeah.
I'll do you guys a favor, and I'll take the neck pour.
Okay, cool. Whoop. Oh, I just got rid of it.
Yeah.
Have you changed your opinion based on our last conversation with our guest on our podcast, Carter? Have you changed your opinion on the neck pour?
No, I'm still pro neck pour.
You are. I'm still on. I'm against it.
So you think there is a neck pour?
No.
Now you used to.
Well, okay, not a neck pour, but like I used to think that whiskey would change a little as it was.
Okay, you didn't necessarily think the first ounce, 2 ounces had a different than, then pour the rest, and that's going to taste different.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But
Yeah,
that it would
yeah.
change over time.
Okay, careful with the.
Oh. It's always nice when it comes out in one piece.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
We didn't have to get the coffee filter out. All right, pour yourself some.
There you go.
I guess if we were in Japan, I would have to pour your
That's right.
whiskey for you.
That's right. You never pour your own
That's
stuff.
that's right. Be offensive.
That's right.
Got a little on my finger.
Oh,
I don't want to
you
waste
did the old trick there. Okay. Let's not spill it. Okay. Ooh, that was a healthy pour. Holy crap! The cork is going everywhere. All right. All right. Oh, I got some on my hand too.
How's that nose?
Ooh.
So I wonder how this would do in a blind, because obviously the mind is a powerful thing.
Is it?
And when you see this bottle, smartass, when you see this bottle and you know it's old and you know it's a dusty and you know it's supposed to be good, automatically I go, oh,
That's
fantastic
great.
nose, yeah.
Absolutely.
I wonder how this would do in a blind versus a current
Rare breed.
rare breed at 116.8. What is this? 112.
112.2.
112.2.
Not that far off.
Yep.
Right.
I'm just curious how the mind would play with that.
But in this, the barrel entry would be lower.
This would have been back then 107.
107. So this probably had to be aged higher in the rickhouse.
Yeah.
I would think.
I mean,
What is it now? 115?
115 now, but I don't think rare breeds 115, is it? Because it's a blend.
Yeah, it's a blend, but
They always make it 116.8.
but their entry now on all their products is
115.
115. So I don't know, but all right.
I mean, it's fantastic, but again, I wonder how much
It actually has a little bit of
improved.
that musty, oaky kind of thing coming
Well,
across.
it has that. It does have that musty kind of, which I like. I'm a fan of that kind of.
It's coming off just on the nose, I mean, it's coming off a little hot, which,
Well, I was gonna say there's a lot of spice on
a
the
lot
nose.
of spice,
Definitely.
A lot of
yeah.
spice on the nose.
Mm.
I don't think I'm gonna like it.
No.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be trash.
Would you
but,
pour yours
Pour it in there?
Yeah. All right, let's give it a go.
All right.
All right,
do it.
guys, cheers.
Cheers.
Happy video.
Yeah, it's crap. Pour it in here, guys. It's really good. I'll tell you this, my first taste of it doesn't drink like it's 112.
No. Well, boy, it's
Not on the palate. It's very soft on the palate. Still has that full body. You get the oil in there,
yeah.
and it's big, full body, but it doesn't drink like you would think, it's not hot. It doesn't have that bite on it like you might think about.
Well, to me, I agree with you to a point, but it's also a super long finish. I'm like,
Agree with that, and it's a quick hit and finish. Sometimes you have that delay. You take a sip and you're like, well,
it's
wait.
there.
This kind of, right when you swallow, I start to feel that. You ready?
Yeah, but
Kentucky hug.
as soon as it hit my tongue, there was definitely some spice to it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't classify it as hot.
ooh, man. I'm gonna. I mean, it's very. It's sweet, but yet complex. It's got like a nice little nice woodiness to it.
It's very complex.
Um,
The fruit's there.
Yeah, it almost has like on the sweet side a little bit of the confectioner type of sweetness to it, like like a white sugar, or like maybe like a frosted flake.
See, that to me is like really sweet. I'm not getting that
Yeah.
sweet on it.
Maybe I'm just sensitive to sweet.
Maybe you are.
I just had my physical and my sugar's high, so that's good to know.
I like this very, very much. I mean, and it's a term I use a lot with really good whiskey, but it tastes very refined. And what I mean by that is when it's on my palate, I let it sit there for a second. It doesn't start to heat up until I swallow, and it's very
Right.
pleasant on the on the back of the palate and down the throat. It's not hot at all. But then you start to get that spice on your palate, on the back of your palate, and again, you get that Kentucky hug right away. This is just it's very tasty, but it's pleasant to drink. I mean, it's just really, I can sip on this for a while.
Yeah, that's excellent.
This bottle, I mean, obviously nobody can really just go off and buy this bottle. I mean,
Yes, they can.
well, there are ways, but like, I don't know, maybe something sitting on the shelf in Japan, who knows? But to think that at one point in time that this bottle was just sitting there, easily accessed. It's a very refined experience. It's an impressive whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and you think about it kind of on the lines of what you're talking about. It's that rare breed from, just go back 7-8 years and you could find the old rare breeds that might have been 6 or 7 years before that still sitting on the shelf at
Right.
places.
Yeah.
Whereas that bourbon boom.
With this
had
bottle
gone.
style, before
Yeah.
they changed to the
Right.
current bottle style.
Yeah, the same bottle style, just like that, but it just said the rare breed on there.
See, I like this bottle style.
I do too.
I feel like it's like shapely.
Yes.
And sexy even.
Yeah, because everything now these days is the lines are real clean,
Yeah.
more squared off.
So you know what the 1855 reference is?
Something in the beginnings. I don't know.
Of course. When the Rippey family started the distillery.
Oh.
Yeah, read the book.
I mean, I don't remember like exactly when things happened in the annals of Wild Turkey, but
That's why you have the book.
well, yeah, I can use it as a reference. I don't need to be the historian. That's
Yeah.
what David's for.
What's the book we're talking about? Give him a plug.
I mean, come on. We just had Rare Bird on.
Yeah, American Spirit from Rippey to Russell.
Yeah,
It's the
good book.
Yeah,
Good book for
Wild
sure.
Turkey bourbon, all about it. It's I learned a lot, which is very interesting.
I'm learning a lot. I haven't finished it yet, but then again, you only gave it to me 2 days ago.
Okay, well, as much as I'd like to say go out and grab a bottle of this, you can't, but if you become our friends, If we get, I'll say if we get 1,000 likes, Carter's going to send everybody a sample.
There'll be very small samples out of it.
Very small. You will get a one drop.
One drop.
One drop.
Now, if you are the 1,000th,
Okay.
like,
Yeah. People are going to like, unlike, unlike until they get
You're like, I got it.
somebody's got to be 1,000. So, just from memory, this seems a whole lot darker than current rare breed.
Oh, we were talking about that earlier before we started recording the podcast episode. How dark this is,
Yeah.
and that 8-year that you have. I mean, it's so dark. You should grab that and look at how dark that is.
Oh yeah.
That's an
Well,
8-year.
well, hold on, people. I can do this.
I mean, look how dark
That is a dark bottle right there. It's just
8-year-old,
amazing with
yeah.
these dusties, just the appearance thing.
Yeah.
They just look so dark compared to the current releases or whatever.
When bourbon wasn't flying off the shelf like it is
Yeah.
now.
This turkey was grounded.
This is a Cajun turkey. It's well done right there.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'll say about this 1855, the oak notes are there.
Are definitely heavy compared to what I
Oh my God.
normally think of wild turkey products.
But see, I get a good punch of vanilla too, but I still get the fruit. The fruit's not covered up by all the oak and vanilla. And
Yeah, I know.
You still get the fruit on this.
Yeah.
This has the right balance for me, and you know that I've got some hits and misses when it comes to wild turkey, but
Hits are anything this age or older. Misses are anything current. Other than
not anything.
other than the Master's Keep.
Some of the Master's Keeps are fantastic, and no doubt. But to me, this is just a lot more complex expression than what you get out of. Now, we could blind this versus rare breed at some point in time, and maybe we should.
Yeah, I think so.
But to me, and just off of memory, this just has a lot more complexion to it than rare breed does.
Yeah.
Current release
I
rare
wonder
breed.
how this is compared to that 8-year 101.
I mean, we can do that too.
I just wanted to see
I mean, I bought it to open them.
what you say on camera.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. But I definitely get the fruit notes. I get some apple, cherry.
you know that now that you mention the apple on the nose, I get a little of that. God,
But
Dave,
it's not
come on.
green apple.
No, it's like apple
gala.
pie- apple
yeah,
pie
like
filling.
sweet
It's-
gala
Ooh,
apple.
Like Fiji.
Yeah,
maybe,
you go with-
maybe. Yeah, it's not like when you drink a Sauvignon Blanc or something. You have
Yeah,
kind of like a
green
crispy
apple.
apple.
Right.
This is more like this.
It's not tart.
This is one you want to eat.
Oh boy, if I had the button.
Golly, guys, what the heck?
Well, if you ever become friends with somebody who has a bottle of this, hit them up for a pour. I know we're kind of doing a fresh crack on something that's not so easy to get, but still fun to open these up and go back 25 years and try something, or 26, 27 years and try something that was bottled way back then.
Tasting a piece of history.
Yeah,
That's really what it is.
And they're out there. I mean, you just acquired this one within the last month. So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
You can get them. You may
if you
pay
look
a
hard
premium,
enough,
but
that's right. If you look hard enough, you can find somebody that's got one.
Yeah, become friends with them.
I mean, if you were, I guess my question to you guys is, if you guys had a number that you're going to put on this bottle, like this is what I would pay for this bottle, what would you say, Rob?
Well, because again, you have to remember how rare they are, and that drives up the price.
Yeah.
But for this, I would pay. Well, gosh, I hate to even say it, but because I'm more of a trader than a buyer.
Yeah.
I've actually never bought on secondary.
But what would your valuation be, just personal?
$400.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's pretty fair.
I'd say like
Especially since you can't
get it
anymore,
yeah.
unless you know somebody that's got a bunch of them.
And I would go as far as to say this: I would rather have 5 of these for $2,000 at $400 a piece than one George T. Stagg.
I mean, comparing apples to oranges, but For the most part, I agree with
It's
you.
bourbon to bourbon. How can it be apples to oranges?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're two different flavor profiles.
But when you see
Really?
Yeah.
but when you see right now people absolutely going wild chasing the Russell's Reserve 13 year
For 450 bucks.
400 plus. I think I would go
Give
with
me this guy.
Yeah, I would go with this one.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, because we had the Russell's Reserve 13 at the Wild Turkey Distillery, and
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and it was very good, but this has a whole lot more nuance.
I agree. I'd say, you know, if it's up between those two products, I'd go there.
No, absolutely.
Well, and I would agree with what a guest of ours said on the podcast that, you know, new release things, he hasn't found anything that's triple digit worthy.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about Dusties, now there's that exception because now you're
Right.
getting things that are exclusive, age stated, part of history.
Yeah.
And I tend to agree with that.
Yeah,
That's a
and
good
they've-
way to look at it.
And they've changed the type of vats and everything out at the
Pot stills,
distillery.
or
And,
stills, yeah.
No more like cypress vats
Right.
and,
Yeah,
you know.
now it's stainless steel.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you guys hated it.
Hey, I got
can we
one
get
little
seconds?
sip.
Well, thank you guys for joining on this episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey in Your Own Backyard. Hope you enjoyed that review. We will definitely be back with a few more, and there'll be some other content as well as far as wine and maybe talking a little bit about some food as well. So we'll see you next time.
All right, stay thirsty.
Cheers. Gobble, gobble.